Jake here for American Muscle, and in this video we're taking a look at the C&L Blue Lightning high output ignition coil set fitting 2011 to 2016 Mustang GTs. Replacing ignition coils can be an easy way to give your Mustang a little boost in power or just give it the tune-up it needs to run properly. Whether you're looking for a replacement for your tired factory coils or an upgrade to go along with other mods, the Blue Lightning high output coil set we have here is a great match for your car at a price that will leave your wallet quite pleased. Just like a good set of spark plug wires and a nice distributor in an older vehicle, coil packs can make a huge difference in how your engine runs and behaves. If you're planning on tuning or even adding boost to your Coyote engine, a set of these will be just what you need to get it to run at its best. Now these allow for a hotter spark and more spark than your OEM coils, and that means that you'll get more efficient and complete combustion versus those stock ones. So you're going to get a little bit more torque and power, possibly even an increase in fuel economy, even if your car is otherwise completely stock. Now don't expect huge numbers. I mean, these are coil packs after all, not superchargers. But these are an essential part to pick up if you're planning to tune your Mustang later on down the road, as changing your air-fuel ratio will mean that you'll need a stronger spark versus stock, and these are going to give it to you. So if you're planning on turning up the wick, get yourself a set of these in addition to a new set of spark plugs. Your engine's going to run smoother, you'll notice the difference, and your car will thank you. Construction here is the industry standard heat-resistant plastic. You've got new seals and boots already included and installed on the coils, making these just a swap and go sort of installation. We'll talk more about that momentarily. Now these also have the cool blue color that makes for a nice little pop of something extra when you pop the hood and gives them their nice name, Blue Lightning. But pricing here is probably the biggest win, with the set of 8 coming in at about $225, and that makes them about the least expensive option in the category for this gen of Mustang. Now these are still a nice product, and they're going to make a difference, and they're even going to undercut a full set of new OEM coils from Ford. They'll probably even undercut the price of a full set of new OEM coils from Ford, and they're definitely going to be better than anything you can pick up at an auto parts store. So you get more performance and efficiency for an even lower price, and I really don't think you can go wrong with that at all. Installation will come in at a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and these should only take you about an hour to swap in. Now, like I mentioned a few moments ago, these are a pretty simple installation. It's just one bolt on the top of each one plug, and you're done. Now, access can be a bit tricky, especially in the cylinders closer to the firewall, hence why we give this a 2 out of 3. But this is still very much a job that you can complete at home with some time, some patience, and a few hand tools. And to show you the process now, let's hand things over to one of our AM customers.
All right, today we're installing the C&L ignition coils. So what you're going to need is just your coils, got a ratchet with an 8mm socket, and then some sort of drill or something to loosen a little quicker. So we got another 8mm socket on there. So we're going to go, and now that we're at the engine bay, we're going to take off the engine cover if you have yours on, or if you have your valve covers, you're going to remove those as well. So you just come over at each corner, you pop off the corners, take off the top, finesse this out of here. Grab your 8mm ratchet. We're going to take off one of the clips first, so you just pop up the red tab, undo it, press down on the black little tab, hold down, and you pull up. Might have to move this little cable out of the way. Once that's out, grab your ratchet. Once you have it mostly out of the way, take it out by hand so you don't drop it. And then, just like that, first coil is ready to come out. So you're going to grab one of your coils here. I've already made sure it all matches. It's equivalent to the same as the stock ones, so they look identical, everything looks the same. So after you've confirmed fit, grab your coil, line it up in there, just push it in there, grab your connector, just connect that on there. You'll hear a little click. Once it's in place, push down your red tab, so then that connector's in place. Grab your bolt and throw it in the hole. Start to tighten it. This you don't really want to use a ratchet or a drill for, so you don't snap anything. Grab your hand ratchet and just get your coil hand tight. You don't really want any more than that. You don't want to risk snapping it. And just like that, you've got your first coil installed. All right, now that we've got that first coil installed, we're going to move on to the other 7. So starting with the same thing, you're going to pop off, move that out of the way. We're going to pop them all off right now just so we can run through them. So turn up the red tab, push down on the little black tab right here and pull up. And one more on this side. Alright, now that all the connectors are done, take your ratchet. Let's remove these bolts. And one last bolt. Then all your coils, pop them all out. And just like that, you got one side completely out, about to install the new ones, have to move on to the next side. All right, over here, same thing, repeat, 4 more coils. 1 and 4. Grab your ratchet. Same deal. 4 bolts. Alright, just like that. You've got this cell. Eight coils removed, ready to install the new ones. Alright, now we're going to install the remaining 7 coils. So everything we just did, but in reverse. So pop it in, they just push in. When they're a little new, they'll be a little more firm to push in. That's okay, make sure it's just seated well. Grab your clip and just line it up with the connector. Sometimes it's easier to connect it before you plug it in. Push it in. You'll hear a little click, lock it in place. Get your bolt. Move on to the next one. We'll fully tighten it with a hand ratchet after, once we get these all in. Go in, get your connector. Hear that click, lock it in place, pop it in. Grab your next one, put it in there, get your connector, click, lock, pop in. Get your last 2 bolts and start to hand tighten those coils in. One more bolt. This socket is too long, so you may have to swap out for a slightly smaller one. And that's more than tight. All right, we're gonna move over to the next side. A lot more room over here. Grab our coil, grab the connector, push, click, lock, pop in. Next coil, get inside, pop it in, you'll hear the click, lock in, push in. When you're pushing them in, make sure you try and keep them as straight as possible so they would line up good with the spark plug inside. Next coil, next plug, And last one, put that in there, take the plug. Click, lock, pop. Grab your last 4 bolts, and you can begin to hand tighten your coils inside. A drill would make this quicker, but like I said, I wouldn't recommend using a drill. You risk snapping the bolts or stripping threads. Get these hand tight. Alright, grab your ratchet and do the final tightening. Make sure you're all snug.
That's going to do it here for our review and install of the C&L Blue Lightning high output ignition coil set fitting 2011 to 2016 Mustang GTs. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Mustang, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.